Welcome back to beautiful British English. Today, we're diving into a game-changing skill that transforms how natives perceive your English. Mastering clear, natural pronunciation in modern received pronunciation. Accurate pronunciation isn't optional. It's the bridge to confident, effortless communication. Yet it's often the most neglected area, leaving even advanced learners sounding awkward or unclear. If you've ever wondered how good your pronunciation really is, this precision test is for you. We're going through 15 targeted questions to assess your skills from beginner to advanced level. Let's overview the levels. Beginner pronunciation, around A1 to A2, focuses on articulating individual consonant and vowel sounds like sh and j clearly. You'll place word stress on basic words like apple, banana, and accurately stress simple sentences like I want to go for a walk. Listeners understand most of what you say, but occasional miscommunications occur. At intermediate, B1 to B2, you'll use intonation appropriately, pitch rising or falling to convey meaning. You'll grasp English rhythm with strong and weak forms, and begin linking words vowel to vowel or consonant to vowel.
At advanced and beyond, C1 to C2, you'll expertly handle all this effortlessly, using intonation and stress to reinforce and convey subtle meaning. Note, this is modern received pronunciation, my accent. If you'd like a deeper, personalized understanding of your pronunciation, I've created my new English pronunciation test. Today's video gives a general idea, but the test provides detailed insights into strengths and areas for improvement. It's free. Click the link in description or scan the QR code, take the test, and get results emailed. Right, let's get started. Write down your score, share it in comments at the end. Question number 1. Read these words out loud. Which word has a different vowel sound? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about it.
Here is different as it has the ear diphthong. Beer, where, and there are all pronounced with the ear diphthong. Question number 2. In which of these nouns does the plural s add an extra syllable to the pronunciation of the word? The answer is A, changes. When the last sound of a noun is s, sh, or j, we add an extra syllable is to make it plural. The noun change ends in the j sound, so change becomes changes. Some other examples are watch, watches, prize, prizes, and class, classes. Number 3. Say these words out loud. Which syllable is stressed, the first or the second? And remember, a stressed syllable is generally louder and pronounced with more energy. So which sounds more natural to you? Hotel, event, and police, or hotel, event, police?
The correct answer is B, stressed on the second syllable, hotel, event, police. Although most two-syllable nouns like apple, table, and London are stressed on the first syllable, there are many exceptions. Can you think of any more? Let me know in the comments. Question number 4. How do we pronounce the letters ed at the end of this word? Is it d, t, or id? It's B, t, worked. We match the unvoiced consonant k with the unvoiced t. Words ending with voiced consonants or vowel sounds add d. For example, apply, applied. The only exceptions are words which end in t and d, which are pronounced id and add an extra syllable to the word. Want, wanted, need, needed. Question number 5. Look at this sentence. Which words would we normally stress? Pause the video now and read the sentence out loud. Let me give you a little bit of help. Which sounds more natural to you? A, you should take an umbrella with you because it's raining, or B, you should take an umbrella with you because it's raining. The correct answer is B. You should take an umbrella with you because it's raining. In English, we usually stress content words such as nouns, verbs, and adjectives. Grammar words like articles and prepositions and modal and auxiliary verbs in the positive aren't generally stressed. Okay, how are you getting on so far? I hope you're keeping track of your score so that you can let me know your total in the comments. It's time to move on to some more intermediate pronunciation features. For question number 6, we've already looked at word stress in 2-syllable words. Let's take a look at word stress in some longer words. Read these 4-syllable words aloud. Which word has a different stress pattern and isn't stressed on the second syllable? Pause the video now. Okay, listen and repeat. You still have time to change your answer. Ingredients, uncomfortable, celebration, incredible.
Final answer. The word with a different stress pattern is C, celebration. Words which end in the suffix tion are usually stressed on the syllable just before the suffix, information, definition. Prefixes like un in uncomfortable aren't usually stressed. And did you notice I said uncomfortable with 4 syllables, not uncomfortable with 5? It's more common to pronounce it this way. Question number 7. Look at these words. Can you identify the silent letter in each one? A silent letter is a letter which is not pronounced, for example, the N in autumn. Pause the video now and read them out loud. Okay, here are the silent letters. Answer, I don't pronounce the W, and I don't pronounce the R in my modern RP accent. I don't normally pronounce the letter R unless it's followed by a vowel sound, so technically the letter R is silent here too. We also have island with a silent S, biscuit with a silent U, receipt with a silent P, and muscle with a silent C. Well done if you got them all. You have to get them all right to score 1 point. Okay, now it's time for question number 8. Read this sentence out loud, paying close attention to the words in bold. Which sentence sounds closer to your version? A. The class was so engaging that I can still remember every detail. Or B. The class was so engaging that I can still remember every detail. In English, many grammar words have a strong and a weak form. The weak form of was is was, and the weak form of can is can. We generally use weak forms in statements and questions unless we need to emphasize something. So it's not wrong to use the strong forms, it just sounds less natural. So try to use the weak forms with schwa to make your pronunciation sound more natural. Question 9. Contractions like she's instead of she is and I'd instead of I would or I had are very common in spoken English. But do you know how to pronounce the contracted forms accurately? Take a look at this sentence in the third conditional. Try to read it out loud with the contracted forms. Okay, here's a clue. Give it another go if you need to. Are you ready to compare your version with mine? We wouldn't have bought the house if we'd known about the plans to build the road. That's right. Would not have contracts to wouldn't have or even just wouldn't have. And we had contracts to we'd. Now remember, you don't have to use contractions and double contractions when you speak, but it does help speed things up and you'll sound more fluent. Question number 10. Let's have a look at another feature of connected speech, linking vowel sounds together. We often add an extra sound between words to join vowel sounds together smoothly and speak more fluidly. Take a look at this phrase. Read it out loud and try to connect the vowel sounds highlighted with either y or w. Here are the answers. Why are you going to arrive so early in the evening? Why are you going to arrive so early in the evening? When a word ends in e, I, oi, or A, we can smooth the transition to the following vowel sound by adding y. When a word ends in oo, o, or ow, we can join the vowel sounds together with a soft w. Now, although it isn't obligatory to do this, it can help you avoid unnecessary pauses between words and speak more quickly and efficiently. Okay, we're done with the intermediate section. Let's go to the advanced or expert level section. Question 11. Let's test your intonation. Read this short dialogue out loud. Does your voice go up or go down at the end of each phrase? Pause the video now. Are you ready for the answers? Here they are. What do you fancy doing tonight? Fall. I'm not sure. Fall. Is it going to rain? Rise. Well, if it rains, rise, we can just stay in. Fall. Intonation usually falls for open questions and statements and usually rises for yes-no questions. In conditionals, there's usually a rise in the if clause. Question 12. Let's examine how stress can convey meaning. Read these sentences out loud, placing the main stress on the word in bold. Okay, now match each sentence with the meaning. Are you ready to check? Number 1. I didn't say she stole the money. Stress on I suggests someone else did, like Jim. I didn't say she stole the money.
By stressing the object, I didn't say she stole the money. It was a mistake. It was a monkey she stole, not money. And the last one, I didn't say she stole the money. Here, the action is incorrect. She didn't steal the money, she did something else with it, like borrow it, for example. Okay, question number 13. Listen carefully and decide what happens to the T sound in this sentence. Is it A, pronounced clearly, B, changed to D, or C, changed to glottal stop? Shadow me now. I heard that Claire doesn't want Gary to come to the party. Can you feel the back of your tongue lift up at the back of the throat? If so, congratulations, you're making a glottal stop sound. This process of sounds changing is called assimilation. It's not obligatory, but it does make speaking more efficient. Question 14. We're nearly at the end here. I'm going to read the same sentence twice. Which statement sounds genuine and which sounds sarcastic? I'm going to hide my face so you can't see my body language. Well, that went exactly as planned. Genuine. Well, that went exactly as planned. Sarcastic. So, in the second example, my tone of voice implied that I was being sarcastic. Okay, time for our final question, number 15. Pause the video and read this out loud. Think about where you would naturally pause and which words you would chunk together without any pauses. Okay, let me add in the punctuation to help you. Have another go if you want to. Now here's my model. Notice how I take a slight pause after a comma and a longer pause after a full stop. Feel free to shadow me to practice. Taking risks can feel frightening, but it's often the only way to grow. If we let fear hold us back, we might miss out on great opportunities. By trying, we discover what we're truly capable of. Right, that brings us to the end of the test. Let me know your scores out of 15, and don't forget to share your score in the comments. In today's lesson, we've only had time to briefly touch on some key pronunciation features. If you want to get a better understanding of your pronunciation skills, don't forget to try my test. It has 45 questions designed to help you notice your strengths and areas for improvement. It's free. You can click on the link in the description box or scan that QR code there. I will see you soon for another lesson.